Hello Pokemon trainers, today we're using a Screamtail team. I hope you all enjoy this one. So we have a defensive yet offensive Screamtail paired with a nasty plot Goldango, Choice Band Hisuian Arcanine, Sticky Web Arachnid, Radical Meteor White Herb Dragapult, and a Focus Sash Mamoswine. You see that my opponent here had the privilege of battling me and not forfeiting, so I do appreciate that. This team is mostly ice types, so you could argue that this is a mono ice type team. It's very close to that, but he has a Klefki, which is not an ice type. So he starts off with Klefki. I'm afraid of getting paralyzed, so I switched out Golden Mamoswine to be immune to that. That's perfect. While I make these great plays, I actually make a lot of misplays, but I wanted to post this battle because it's a good learning experience for me. Klefki goes for a couple of screens, and it's very likely that he has the light screen, or the light clay. And I barely miss on the KO, which sucks. I go for Ice Shard. I don't know why I did that. That's one of the many mistakes this battle, because I know Klefki has priority and will definitely have opportunities to Thunder Wave me if he wants to. I go into the Goldango expecting this low 9 kills to go for a Blizzard. This is a prime opportunity for me to use my nasty plot here because I know with the team that I'm facing here, Make It Rain at +2 can definitely destroy a lot of Pokemon. Now here, Klefki comes back out and tries to Thunder Wave me. Goldango has immunity because of Good Eyes Gold, and we get to KO Klefki. I have Life Orb though, which is going to be unfortunate, but it won't end up mattering too much. Now here, what's unfortunate is this Sandslash alone. I don't know how fast this Pokemon is. This is going to be a thorn in my side. So we lose Goldango, which sucks, because that was one of my win conditions this battle. He goes with the Iron Head. I completely forgot this Pokemon carries that. I do get my Stealth Rocks with Screamtail, knowing that a lot of his Pokemon do not appreciate rocks. And I go into Arcanine, expecting another Iron Head, and wow, that does a lot of damage. Holy crap. And then he outspeeds me. And I'm thinking, great. 2 of my win conditions are gone. How am I going to KO a lot of his ice types now? I go to Mamoswine. This is probably my best shot at KOing a lot of his Pokemon now. We barely miss on the KO again. Man, this Pokemon sucks. Sandslash alone. He goes into Rotom Frost, and I just go for the knockoff. I'm trying to KO this Pokemon. But Rotom Frost, I should say. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp, misses it. I'm knocking off, just trying to KO this Pokemon. I can't go for Earthquake because of Levitate. He goes for Trick, which is hilarious, because now I can go for yet another knockoff to get rid of that Choice Scarf. And then at one point he had the Focus Sash as well, which is pretty interesting. He goes back into Ninetales alone, goes to the Aurora Reveal, which, is kind of like Reflecting Light Screen in a way, because all that damage is going to be cut in half in some way, shape, or form. Combine that with Lapras, who has a monstrous defensive stat and a lot of HP, that's going to be another thorn on my side here. I go for knockoff because I know I can get rid of his leftovers. That will be useful. And then Mamoswine goes down with a Surf. That sucks. Arachnid is very useless in this fight. I wanted to see if I can, get up a Sticky Web and maybe put some damage onto Lapras. Because after that, I only have Screamtail and Dragapult in the back. So while Arachnid doesn't do much this fight, he did something. So, I do appreciate that, Arachnid. But Arachnid ain't gonna do much. So we lose Arachnid in the end, but we do get up Sticky Web, and we put a little bit of damage onto Lapras. I really should have just gone into Dragapult, but I wanted to see if Screamtail can do something first. Unfortunately, that's not going to quite cut it, and Blizzard doesn't KO because Screamtail has a great special defensive stat. So Blizzard KOs Screamtail, which is unfortunate, but now I have my last Pokemon, which is Dragapult, carrying that Draco Meteor White Herb set. So we used Draco Meteor here. I wasn't sure if a Phantom Force would be enough, so I wanted to make sure that I KO this Pokemon. And then here is where things get very interesting. I have Terra Poison on this Dragapult set. So I go for the Terra Blast. It's super effective. We KO the Ninetales, and I'm thinking, alright, now I have a chance of winning this battle. I really do, especially since Sandslash is at low HP, and then he has Kyurem in the back. Ice Shard from that range doesn't KO, Curse Body comes into effect, and then I completely forgot that this Pokemon is part Steel type. Wow, that's very unfortunate. So I just go for the U-turn. So while that didn't go into complete disaster mode, I really should have just, gone for that U-turn there and KO the thing. I just completely forgot that that Pokemon was part Steel type. That's ridiculous. And then here, I was thinking Draco Meteor can KO the Kyurem, but then he Terras into a Water type. Man, that sucks. So we lose this battle. It became really close at the end, which is really interesting. So thank you to my opponent for the challenge and not forfeiting. As always, if you guys enjoyed this battle, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll be sure to post some more battles here shortly. So have a great day. I'll see you guys next time.